Hello viewers, Would-Be Ben here. This is our Hewlett-Packard Laserjet Pro 400 series. This is a model M475DN. And this printer recently started having troubles. It would frequently boot up with an endless calibration loop and would not feed anything. Every now and then it would throw an error 59.C0. Now, a look on the internet revealed that for some other Hewlett-Packard color laser printers, that this can mean problems with a sticky solenoid. And although there are a number of great videos showing how to repair this on other model printers, there isn't a great one on this particular model, the M475DN. So we'll take this apart and we'll apply that remedy to this printer and show you how to do that on this particular model. To begin disassembly, we'll open up the back of the printer here and we'll remove this one screw, which is securing the side plate. Now I'm going to tip the printer up a little bit, which gives us access to these two bottom screws here. Now with those screws out, we'll open up the back again a little bit. To remove the side cover, once you've gotten the three screws out, grab the bottom here, pull up and outward slightly, and that will release the front panel. Okay, we're going to disconnect the motherboard. So we're going to disconnect the power supply here. Each one of these ribbon connectors here, we'll pull them out, work our way around, removing connectors as we go. Get another ribbon up here, going to the scanner. And there's a spade on the top here. Now we just need to remove all of these screws for the motherboard. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws on the motherboard. And then for the modem board, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws for the modem board. I almost forgot to disconnect the modem here. Now we can just take the motherboard out. Now we're going to remove the modem board. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just remove the modem board. Now that the electronics are removed, we're going to need to remove this cover here. There are several screws that hold it. There's one at the very top. There's another one that's hidden behind this piece of plastic here. We have 3 flat screws here, and then we have 3 down the side here, 1, 2, and 3. This bottom one is behind a little piece of plastic here, and it helps just to take a needle nose pliers and just break off a little bit of the plastic so you can get at the head of the screw. So we'll go ahead and start with these ones on the end. To get at the screw behind this piece of plastic, we need to remove 3 screws, 1, 2, and the third one deep inside here, so we can pull this piece of plastic out. Now with those screws out, it helps to just pull these wires out of here temporarily, just to give us a little more room to work. Then this whole assembly can slide out and drop down out of the way. Now we can see this last screw in here. Now we can remove this plate. There it goes. And right behind this plate, This is where the solenoid lives, down in here. Here we can get a close-up look at the solenoid. We press on this and you can see that it sticks just a little bit. That sticking throws off the timing of the printer. If it sticks long enough, the printer will generate a 59.C0 error. An intermittent brief sticking of the solenoid will also lead to calibration failures. There was originally a small rubber pad between these metal parts to dampen sound, but this pad deteriorates over time, creating a sticky surface. Here you can see some of the sticky residue being scraped out with this bamboo skewer. I'm going to take a piece of address label here, fold it in half. So it's sticky on the outsides here. And then tuck this down into that solenoid. So I've tucked the top half of this sticker over the top of this. Bottom half is here. So now there's a piece of paper in between the solenoid and the metal here. And hopefully that'll keep that from ever sticking again. So we'll put this all together and we'll see if that fixes our error. Alright, we'll put the cover back on here. There's a small metal tab. This cover has to go behind this tab. Now the modem board. The main circuit board. There's a little tab down here that the board needs to sit behind that tab. Now I just plug everything back in. Alright, we've got our all put back together again. Let's print out a demo page to see if the printer works. That sounds much better already. And look at that. It works. Yay. Well, looks like we were successful in bringing our printer back to life, thanks to other people on the internet that have pointed out this problem with the sticky solenoid. And now you've seen how to do the repair on this particular model. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps support this channel. This has been Would Be Ben. Until next time, bye-bye.